Hello and welcome along to the Aftermath Show. This is the show where we read out your comments after that result against Liverpool at Anfield. Liverpool won 3-1. You need to let us know all your thoughts on the game. I'll be asking Charlene in a moment, but before I do that, let me tell you the stats just to remind you, in case you wanted to know, of how badly Arsenal played this evening. So there were 21 total shots for Liverpool today and only 4 for Arsenal. 8 shots on target for Liverpool. Of course, 3 of those went in the back of the net, and only 3 shots on target for Arsenal. Of course, Liverpool held most of the possession with 66.3% and only 33.7% for Arsenal. And this is what is insane to me. 766 passes for Liverpool and only 390 for Arsenal, with an 88% pass accuracy for Liverpool in comparison to our 76%. Now that just sums up the game really. We didn't move the ball around a lot. We started moving it more when Ceballos came on the pitch. Charlene, what did you make of the game?
What was that?
What was that?
What was that?
Yeah, it wasn't good.
This has been the most stressful game in a long time, Pips.
Yeah, this is
I don't know what happened tonight.
This is a very different Aftermath show because normally we're always buzzing because we haven't taken an L in a long time. I've been used to winning now. We've been on a nice momentum, and so we got a nice little reality check tonight because
a big reality check.
I did say in my match preview that if we do lose today, it kind of gives a foot up the arse for Arteta, the board, the club to bring in some extra signings before the window closes, but we have to focus on today's performance, and it shows the errors that we still do have in our team and in our squad. Now, you guys get active in the comments. I'll read them out in a moment as soon as they come up. Let me know what you thought of that game. Normally, we'll be here asking you, who do you think was the man of the match? But it's definitely not going to be an Arsenal player this time, but you can still answer that if you wish, because I'm sure there's some Liverpool fans in there enjoying themselves this evening. But Charlene, man, where did the game go wrong? What did you make of Arteta's starting lineup, to be fair?
Do you know, why didn't Gabriel play?
That is the
I do not understand. Gabriel should have been on the starting. I was surprised to know that he was on the bench. Mm-hmm. And midfield-wise, I mean, clearly we could see that Ceballos was needed on the starting.
For a game like this, yeah.
Yeah.
But you say that, but in the last time he played Liverpool in the Community Shield, it was El Neni that was absolutely bossing that midfield, so...
Exactly, not today though.
But it wasn't El Neni that he took off for Ceballos, it was Xhaka. Was that a surprise?
Do you know, Xhaka he done all right. He done okay.
He did a lot of shouting, but not a lot of closing down enough.
He did
interceptions.
Save us. He did block that.
At which point?
There was a ball that was whipped in and he kicked it out.
He was probably there by accident. But big up Xhaka. Big up Xhaka. But I have to say, you know, this is the first time in a long time that I've ever seen Xhaka be subbed off this early in the game. The last time, I'm sure, the most memorable occasion was at the Emirates under Emery when he threw the captain's armband down, and it's a shame to see him come off this early. What was going wrong in that midfield that Arteta said, I'll take Xhaka off instead?
What did you make of the game?
I thought, you know, from the jump, I didn't enjoy the starting 11 when I saw that lineup. Of course, I was questioning why Gabriel wasn't in the starting lineup, but in other areas, I was confused. I mean, I would have selected Willian over Pepe to begin with.
Likewise.
But if you're going to change Willian, I would have brought on Saka. And I said this in my match preview.
Saka brings some energy and he works. That's what we needed.
Yeah. And a lot of people are not going to agree with me on this one. But especially that he scored the goal. Well, kind of. I mean, he got his studs on it just about. But I expected Nketiah to start in this game. And a lot of people, even in my match preview, are like, what? But I think this is a game that he's hungry for to score goals. And especially now that I've seen those 2 massive chances that Lacazette missed, I'm kind of going back to my side where I think Nketiah should have started the game. So that's just hindsight now.
On my starting 11, I did actually have Lacazette. But how did he miss those 2 chances?
Unbelievable.
I mean, even if we would have got a draw.
Yeah. I've got a super chat here from Hussein Chebli. He says, Emery performance, playing from the back every single time with El Neni receiving the ball in the middle and Liverpool's pressure. Plus, where was Oba? I have to counteract on that one because El Neni didn't even receive it in the middle. He received it right in front of Leno's feet. Most of the time, Leno will pass the ball to El Neni, and El Neni is in the box, he's in the area. It's not in the middle of the park, definitely not. And it became so nerve-wracking to watch that playing out from the back. And we know we keep saying we can't keep comparing Martinez to Leno, but when we're talking about playing from the back, when we watched that clip of how he scored against Liverpool at Wembley, when we played that from the back with all those passes, it started from Martinez with a good pass where Rob Holding was all the way over there, not 2 feet in front of him. It wasn't great. The passing out from the back was not good at all.
I never ever do feel confident with it. I mean, obviously when Martinez was there, I did, but now
we can't. It's forbidden.
We need to stop saying that. We need to stop making that comparison.
Yeah.
I mean, Martinez did get a clean sheet tonight in the game against Fulham, but yeah, we got to focus on what we have now and how we push forward.
A super chat from Vasak Nail. Got a bit of swearing in there. I'll bleep it out. He said, "Absolute beep from us today. Sack Arteta." Whoa, what's going on here? I'll read it out. But this is not. I have to confirm this is not my comment. I'll read it out. But he says, "Sack Arteta. Why buy Gabriel if you don't want to play him? Arteta chickened out." Wow, he said, "What an idiot. Pepe is a fraud." Now this is a very rude comment. I mean, it's only one loss, and it is against the champions of England right now, who are a good team. Did we really think we were going to beat them 3-3 in the last couple of months? I mean, I kind of did. I thought we'd set up well against them, but I didn't think it was going to be an easy game. But I definitely did not think we would concede 3 goals and sloppy ones for that goal from Robertson. Absolutely nobody was on him. We complained that it was Bellerin, but it was both Bellerin and Willian that didn't chat back to get and close him down. But guys, keep bringing your comments in. We'll talk about Liverpool's goals because they're the ones that scored most of them. But talk to me about Arsenal's performance and what did you think about Lacazette up front and Aubameyang? Because Aubameyang doesn't really get criticised much, so it'll be interesting to see what you guys say about him.
He's our legend, that's why.
Yeah, not yet.
Do you know what? I knew we would concede goals. I didn't think the game would have went that way. I thought we would have played with a bit more confidence, a bit more drive, more passion, just a bit more hungriness. I don't really feel like we had that on the pitch today.
Wow, this is the fastest I've ever seen comments come in. So I'm going to put it on slow mode because I cannot read because they're going so quickly. Wow, how am I going to do this?
Right, while you're finding that, I'm probably going to pronounce this name wrong, but I do recognise it. Kion. Laka cost me my packed lunch. I dashed my thermos when he missed.
Packed lunch? What time is it where you are?
I know. What country are you in?
Mane's was supposed to be a red card. That was a comment I saw. What did you make of that performance? Yes. I mean, Mane, I'm pretty sure a lot of you, even though you're Arsenal fans or whoever you are, have got him in your fantasy Premier League. So how did you really feel about Mane's performance? Because I definitely think he should have been sent off. Because once I saw the replay and I saw the elbow.
It was an elbow straight in.
Yes.
I mean, what did you make of the ref's decisions as well? I feel like the ref was against us. I don't normally moan and complain about the refs.
You don't moan and complain about anything. She doesn't moan and complain about anything, though.
Tonight, was the ref just against us?
Everything, all the officials, because Diogo Jota's debut goal was a handball before he fired it into the back of the net. Now, I don't understand did VAR take a night off tonight because
they didn't check that.
Over the weekend, we saw VAR used so many times for handballs and for penalties. And for some reason, they just thought, I think because of all of the, what's the word? Controversy, that's it.
Yeah, there was a lot of it today.
They just probably thought, let's stay away from the VAR tonight. Let's not give any handballs. But it was a clear handball. Sky Sports replayed it about 5 times. It was a handball and it was not given. And Diogo Jota's debut goal stood. And I'm fuming with that because although we really struggled to get back into that game, we could have almost got a 2-2 draw. Almost.
I would have been okay with a draw.
I mean, a point is good
exactly
enough
better than none.
Like that. A super chat from Michael Ramsey says, Liverpool silent. Whoa, I'm not going to read that. Don't insult my people, them. Michael, don't insult my people. What's wrong with you?
Azim Ahmed is saying it is sleeve. Gabriel did the same thing. Is he sleeve?
He ain't got sleeves, bro. He comes to here. The shirt comes to here. Joseph says, looking beautiful, girls. We'll beat Sheffield United. Well, I hope so. Thank you, by the way. Thank you, Joseph.
Growth is saying, I can tell when a player doesn't have it. Pepe doesn't have it. This guy always hides. What are you saying about that, Pips?
Pepe? I was underwhelmed. Those corners were atrocious.
What were they? The first one was bad.
Takes better corners than that. And I mean, to do it twice in a game, I have to critique him. I'm always backing Pepe. I know I'm on the fence with him a bit because I want to see better improvements. But to take 2 corners where you don't beat the first man twice in a game, you've just come on, you've got fresh legs, you've been selected on corners, and that's how you take them. Why is he selected on corners? I want to know what happens in the training ground. That he gets chosen out of every man on that pitch to take corners. I'd rather David Luiz go out there instead of being in the box.
Exactly.
You know?
And both of them looked exactly the same. They were as bad as each other. We got Jacob Kremko saying, why didn't Gabriel start? For F's sake, get David Luiz out. I think David Luiz done all right today.
I was
pleased with David Luiz.
Yeah, I was. Junior Belogan says, we lost because Leno can't pick out long passes. Definitely loses the ball when playing out from the back and not enough creativity in the midfield to mix with El Neni. Lacazette's goals haven't been clean. He tends to rely on confidence, and it doesn't look like he had a lot of confidence today because those one-on-ones with Alisson were very questionable. Extreme, and those were identical as well. And Hector Bellerin's foul throws were identical as well. What was going on today?
Is it when we have these late kickoffs, Pips? Because the other day we had a late kickoff and our performance weren't up to speed.
Yeah.
Can we request to have earlier kickoffs,
we
please?
wish.
These late ones ain't doing it for us.
Bongish says, it's okay, guys. Take it on the chin. They were the better team. No shame in acknowledging that. I thought we were headstrong. We can only come back stronger. You know, for the most part of the second half, I was just pleased that we didn't concede any more goals. And then, boom, another one. Was it another one or two more? Yeah,
it was one more.
And I was just like, oh, damn it. We was holding on.
Exactly. There was still hope.
And Holding actually came into life a lot better within the last 35 minutes. And he was clearing his lines properly. But it just wasn't enough, man. It was not enough.
Ndanje Sikawazi, I know I didn't pronounce that right, said,
Really?
going to bed heartbroken.
Sorry, man.
I think we all are. Disappointing.
Dante Pitter says, how are we complaining when it's the same team from last season except Willian? Get Zaha, Aouar and Thomas. I mean, you make it sound easy. Just call it, give him a call and tell him to come over, shall we? Just jump on the pitch on Thursday or next week. If it was that easy, we would have those players, Dante, but clearly something up top is not letting it happen that easily.
Abhishek D is saying, we need Partey more than Aouar. Would you agree with that one?
I'll take either.
I'll take both. With you. We need both.
Alex says, Willian did nothing. Pepe should have played with Danny. There was no link between midfield and attack. Everyone is blaming the midfield and attack, which is different because normally it's the defence everyone's complaining about.
Our defence it's getting better.
Yeah, it is. I have to admit it is. I mean, there was a few errors, especially the goal that Robertson scored. I mean, all goals, to be honest. Mane's goal even though he shouldn't have been on the pitch, defensively it could have been better. Leno could have been better in that situation, but it is what it is. Lidu Ken said, Rob Holding looked like Phil Jones, thought he would shock him, get him out of this club. Wow. What, even in the last 35 minutes you thought that?
I mean, he did make mistakes, but he weren't that bad.
Everyone made mistakes. Maitland-Niles' touch was poor.
I know, what was that? Do you think he was going for goal? Was he trying to pass?
I think he was trying to pass it to Aubameyang on his right-hand side, but just fluffed it, really.
Should have just went for goal.
Peter Baker says, got to be humble, lost to the best team in England. I'm guessing he's a Liverpool fan or he's just very diplomatic. You decide.
Mata Man United says, Luiz is the best player at Arsenal.
David Luiz?
Yeah. But it is a Man U fan.
Interesting. And what is all that noise in the background? Joe Till says, never a foul throw, blatant handball. Mane should have had multiple yellows. Fabinho should have been sent off twice. Kicked Arsenal all game and got away with it. Yeah, he kicked Aubameyang, kicked Maitland-Niles. Who else was there? My memory's not that great. There was at least 3 players that he just took down. Pepe, was it Pepe on the wing? No, Willian. It was Willian at the time. Yeah, definitely. Definitely should have been taken off. Steve, what's your name, sorry? Steve Cat says, sell Holding. Says, sell Holding, El Neni, Bellerin, Ainsley, bring in new players that can fight like Danny. I mean, yeah, no comment. No comment.
Thatcher Patterson is saying, Gabriel instead of Holding would have been so much better.
Well, we don't know that now. It's hindsight. Black says, both Willian and Pepe were poor. None have had a great game since the win against Fulham. Right wing is slowly becoming an issue. Slowly? It's been an issue for the last few games, to be honest with you. We said it all the time. All of our attacks mainly come from the left. And that showed again today. And Liverpool has obviously studied that because we've beaten them twice and said we're not letting that happen again at all.
Picked up on our weak points.
Yeah.
Ken and Sussex Gunner saying we're paying far too much salaries for average players. That's why we're struggling.
Such as?
Let us know who these players are.
Name them. Name them then. Sound like if anyone's watched the All or Nothing documentary, you know what I'm talking about.
Jay Violator saying Ceballos should have started. We're in agreement with that one.
Started. I mean, my starting lineup was questionable, to be honest, but I did have Ceballos in there. Yasmin Schiller says, Aubameyang got a new contract and seems to be relaxing. He was useless today, 0 tracking back and 0 attacking. Attacking, that's not his fault, but he didn't track back enough. I can agree with that. But attacking-wise, no one was getting the ball to him. Axie says, can we just talk about Maitland-Niles? Arteta knows he's got potential, but he belongs somewhere else. Get rid. What do you make of that?
Ooh, Ainsley. I don't know. It's like he will have a good period, and then it would just sort of slow down, because even his game before this one weren't too great.
Yeah.
He just hasn't got that consistency. So,
but is that because he's not playing consistent games though?
Is it because of the team around?
I think he's a good player, and I feel like he's really grown as a player. But today, as well as many other players, they didn't reach their full potential in this game, and they are playing against a really good side, so that could come into factor as well. But yeah, it wasn't good, man.
Is it just the pressure of knowing, okay, we're coming up against Liverpool, and Liverpool were pressing hard. We wasn't doing that.
For like 80 minutes at least.
Exactly, all the way up the pitch.
Yeah.
And we just weren't doing that.
Yeah.
You know, even like when we was, you know, going forward, like Nketiah, normally he would go and press the goalkeeper, force mistakes
but
out
he
of
wasn't
them.
on that long.
Yeah, but Lacazette, you know, is that something he should have been doing, or one of our front three, just pressing that bit harder
I agree.
to force mistakes out? We weren't doing that. It's like we was just holding back a bit.
Yeah.
We needed to go in with more fight and more passion,
Liverpool
more
won
aggression.
more, and that's why they got the win.
Exactly.
Jonah says, were we expecting this team to go undefeated? This is still a better Arsenal team than past seasons. If we keep playing with this passion, we will do good things this season. I agree. I mean, was we expecting to go unbeaten? Was we expecting to...
Well, I kind of was. I think I just got a bit excited, the fact that we had won, what?
It's gone to her head, it's gone to everyone's head, man.
3-3, so I was like, yeah, let's just keep this consistency going. I wanted a draw minimum tonight. Obviously, we don't ever go into games to lose, but if we had got a drawn, imagine the confidence boost that would have given us.
It's true. Now, here's a comment from Rojdan. I wonder what you make of this. He said, play Reece Nelson instead. Is that a player you would have liked to see come into the game?
I am a big fan of Reece. Maybe I would have subbed him on.
Remember what you did to Van Dijk last time?
Exactly, come back and do that again.
Would you be that lucky again this time though?
It
was a bit of luck, and it was a bit of partnership with Lacazette. So.
And he has been playing, in the last game he played really well. So maybe that's a player that could have perhaps been subbed on. I didn't have him on my starting 11.
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
Perhaps, sub him on. See what he's going to bring.
Nashat says 3-4-3 isn't working for Arsenal anymore. We need a ball carrier in the middle. I think we've been clocked out. I think they've clocked onto our game, especially Liverpool, because we've dominated them twice with a 3-4-3 formation. Klopp has said, listen, cancel that.
Ain't happening tonight.
Just compress their midfield and, you know, just get onto them. DT's dancing in the background, don't know why. Trying to distract me as always.
I just walked in and all I heard was Charlene talking about being excited. I was like, ooh.
Major dots.
Thanks.
See you later.
Bye. We've got to play them again on Thursday, Pips.
And I think it'll be I don't think they'll change their team much, but I think we'll make a lot of changes. I don't know, actually.
A lot?
It depends how Arteta feels after this game. It depends if he's in the change room right now, ripping into them, saying, don't even shower yet, I'm talking.
Exactly.
I'm still talking. What was you doing, Pepe? And I don't know, it depends. Would he get onto Aubameyang? I don't know. He convinced him to stay. He begged him to stay. If he stayed, we didn't see nothing from him today. I would love to know what's going on in that change room. I'd love to. And I genuinely think Reece is the player we'll see in the cup game on Thursday, but I don't know, he might just go for a strong team now.
We need to come with some strength.
It's early in the season though, right?
It is early, but we just want to keep that momentum going.
It's important. It's really important.
You just get excited, and it does make a big difference to the players.
Yeah.
You know, so...
I hear that.
Is there any particular changes that you'll make for Thursday's game?
I would love to see Reece in there. Eddie starting. Saka I want in there.
All the youngsters.
Just 3 of them. I was going to say Saliba, but I haven't even seen him play yet, so no.
Is that a game that we could perhaps take a chance? It's a cup game. No.
Cup game. I want us to confirm all silverware as possible, as much as possible. So the earlier on, the better.
Do you think Liverpool will come with a strong squad?
Yeah, always. They've got a strong squad anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I was just thinking if there was to make any changes.
Yeah, they've got a strong squad anyway, so yeah, definitely. And Diego Jota's buzzing now that he's got his debut goal, even though it didn't stand in my eyes, and he'll probably most definitely play on Thursday. Now that he's got that confidence, Klopp's going to be like, just go for him again. Go on, son. Gosh.
Get them goals.
Willow Moore Fire says, poor team selection. What became of Saliba? Gabriel should have started. Arteta is to blame. Hopefully tonight's performance would make us get Partey an hour. Hopefully. We'll have to see.
We've been asking non-stop.
Yeah.
Abdullah Mad Annie is saying, Lacazette, what was you doing? ? Broken heart.
You can tell that he was broken-hearted though, because as soon as he went into the stands, he looked like he was about to burst into tears.
His mouth was trembling as well.
He hid his face in his shirt, his mouth was shaking, his eyes looked glossy, and you can tell that he was furious with himself for not burying those chances. I don't know.
and it was
I don't know if
two
Alisson
of them.
looked in his eyes and said, "Yeah,
You ain't getting it, mate.
I don't know.
You
Like,
ain't getting it.
did he like buckle under? I don't know what happened to him. 2 clear chances on goal, both 1-on-1, and Alisson didn't have to exert himself. He just put his hand out and saved it.
Yeah.
One hand, and just, do you know what I mean? It wasn't good, Lacquer, man.
Oh, mate.
If you're watching this, I still love you, okay? But pattern up. TB says, whoever would take Aubameyang over Mane, needs to pass the joint and go to rehab. England is still forever ran by the North. Mate, you only just started winning things recently. Relax, okay? Yes, Liverpool are a good team, but relax, okay? You had your time. You was down in the dumps for a long time. You've just built yourself back up. I'll let you have your moment, man. Forget. Whatever.
Shafiki Madar is saying, respect to Lacquer, well done. I mean,
That's nice of you.
congratulations on the goal that you did score as well, Lacazette. 3-3 now.
Anita White says, Arsenal have not dominated a game against Liverpool in the last 4 years. Anita, did you watch the Community Shield? Did you watch the game at the Emirates last month? Was it last month or the month before? Did you watch those games? Because
Probably
that wasn't
not.
4 years ago. That was about 4 weeks ago. just saying, Anita. You know, sorry, sis.
Demman99 is saying, at least Charlene always brightens up my day.
She just
Well,
smiles, bruv. She's a
I'm
crazy
glad.
girl, bruv. She'll smile at anything.
I'm just a happy person. Thanks.
WYB TV says, how was Pepe poor when he didn't play attacking football? We kept playing the ball in our own box. He was poor sometimes, I have to admit that. Sorry. Sorry to counteract your comment there. And Benjamin Davis says, not sure Pepe is willing to do the work that's needed. When we lose the ball, he's not eager to win the ball back. Also, I miss Martinelli. I know, man. I almost forgot about him for a second. He'll be back soon.
Still got some time,
Couple
yeah.
more months, man.
Truth884 is saying, wasn't expecting a win, but it wasn't a cowardly display. I'm still proud of Arsenal. That's the spirit. Stay proud of your team.
Sean Berry says, why are people saying Arteta out? They're not Arsenal fans. They're just in here to just try and get a reaction out of us. Because normally I do give a reaction, but
not tonight. She's
growing
composed.
as a person. I'm growing.
Composed.
I'm growing and glowing, honey. Barry Richard says, these games didn't, didn't dominate Liverpool, just took their chances. Those games are, Barry, yeah. That's he's counteracting what I said when I said that they dominated Liverpool a couple of weeks ago. It's true that we didn't. We just took our chances. But if we took our chances tonight, we could have won the game.
Or
but
even
we didn't.
drawn.
Oh, definitely drawn.
Exactly. Nikhil Kunda is saying, creativity, just creativity is needed. That's it. Please bring back Ozil or sign Cam. Please.
Now, a lot of you spoke about David Luiz earlier on, and some of you were saying he was the worst, and someone said he's the best player at Arsenal. I just want to get you guys to have a look at his touch map to see how many touches he had on the ball and where exactly they were. A lot of them, as you can see, hopefully it's on the screen, were directly in the goalkeeper's box, like literally, like, just look. That's from all of the passes I reckon that Leno, had passed out to him to play out from the back. So close to Leno's feet, and a lot of them were mainly on the left side and in the middle, but it's not a bad touch map for the loss that we had against Liverpool, but way too many close to the goal line, way too many.
What did you make of Tierney as well tonight?
It's good to see him back. I missed him. I think he got into the swing of the game very well, especially because he hasn't played in a while. And I can't fault him on many things. He did exactly what he needed to do. He was clearing the ball. He was trying to make runs and 1-2 with Maitland-Niles, but you know, I can't fault him.
Probably one of the better players of our side.
It's hard to give anyone that tonight, but yeah, if I had to choose, yeah, Tierney is definitely one of them. Tierney, Elneny, Ceballos when he came on. I think that's about it, you know. I mean, who's yours?
Probably the same. Probably the same, Pips, if I'm honest.
Lewis Thomas says, does Charlene ever stop smiling?
Do I ever stop smiling?
I don't
Pips?
know, you know.
I don't think I do. It takes a lot to really annoy me.
Wow.
But I'm just a smiley person.
Super chat from Visac says, ifs and buts don't matter in football. If we miss 2 to 3 chances, they miss sitters as well. Let's not get there. It's like saying if my auntie had balls, she would be my uncle.
Say that all again.
What the hell, bro? I was not expecting that ending.
No, say that again, please.
He said, ifs and buts don't matter in football. If you miss 2 or 3 chances, they miss sitters as well. Let's not go there. It's like saying if my auntie had balls, she would be my uncle. Why did I even read that, man? Well, that's cheered me up a bit. Thanks a lot. What's your name? Visac? Hope I said that right.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no touch map came up on the screen. Thanks a lot, producer. Thanks a lot. Brennan.
Elog Malembi is saying Tierney lacked, I'm assuming it's meant to say lacked fitness.
Oh.
He looked pretty fit to me.
Who lacked fitness? Tierney?
Yeah.
He played the whole game. He didn't look like he was struggling at all.
Not at all.
He wasn't the greatest, but if we're picking who would you guys pick out of everyone in that team? Who was the better player on the Arsenal side? I would love to know who you say because...
Let's listen to these. So Trovik U Shipoa is saying, free Tierney, let him attack and whip them crosses in.
Yeah, man, that's what I miss.
But then we've got War of Mankind saying Tierney was bad, Pip. Stop waffling, babe.
I don't waffle.
Really?
Don't ever come for me like that.
Tierney, bad? I can't agree with that one. Adam Khan is saying Tierney is nowhere near Robertson.
No one said that. Who's it? What's his name?
Adam Khan.
Adam. No one today compared Tierney to Robertson. Don't get me mad, right?
But Tierney is good.
Listen, why? You've won the game, take your W. Nobody compared him to Robertson. All right? Nobody. You're arguing with yourself. Play Mail says the shots Lacazette were taking, maybe he scored those type of shots against our goalkeepers in training and think that he's on top. Delusional. Leno shaky. I said this before. Nah, that's got to be a good point because what made him think he would score a goal like that against Alisson? I don't know. I mean, if he scored them against Rudiger in training, it's not the same thing, man. Or Leno even. It's just not the same.
Oh, man.
Gosh. Mikelsa says, even though Arsenal lost with the same result to the last year, they were in the game for the 90 minutes. It's an improvement. Expecting progress from this side. Come on, you Gunners. Love you, bro, from Ethiopia. Thank you, Mikelsa. And yes, it is an improvement.
All right, World of Mankind has got back to us and he's like, Tierney was bad. This is big capital letters as well. But Bellerin and Maitland-Niles was horrible. Has that boy got a first touch? Tierney was not bad tonight.
He wasn't good.
He was all right.
He wasn't the worst on the pitch.
AJ FTW saying DT said Tierney is going to be better than Robertson.
When?
I don't know. That must have been in a pre-match. Was it the fan debate or something like that? I don't know. Let us know.
Someone said that?
Yeah, someone said that.
Wasn't me, though.
No, DT said Tierney is going to be better than Robertson.
DT ain't here. HWZ4 says, why no Gabriel and Daniel should be starting? HWZ, a lot of people have agreed with you because we had a lot of comments like that.
Right, this one's for you, Pips. Well, it's not directed at you, but I am directing it. Nahom Teshom is saying Niles should really sit out for this season.
Why is that for me?
Because you're a big fan of Niles.
Am I?
Yeah, I want to hear your feedback on that.
That's ridiculous. He should not sit out for the season. We've got enough people sitting out for the season. Ozil, Guendouzi, you can't have another one.
I wouldn't even put Maitland-Niles in the same category as
but they're sitting out
and Ozil. Exactly. So that is an insult.
How can you say that about Maitland-Niles? You're rude.
That is an insult.
You're not nice. You're rude.
Yeah, Maitland-Niles.
Ken and Sussex Guna says Lacazette missed 1-1 twice. Aubameyang missing tonight. Pepe couldn't beat first man with corners. Xhaka didn't offer much. Average. It was a bang average performance, and Arteta is going to be pissed. He's not going to bed till 3 in the morning. He's going to go home, start flipping up all these flip sheets and start
tactic boards,
got all these screens out for all the different views of the game, and he's going to be sitting there thinking, like the Matrix.
None of the players are sleeping tonight.
He's going to be messaging them all night. Wake up!
Yeah.
Listen, because
a meeting, Zoom meeting. This is what's going down.
I wouldn't put him past him.
This is where we're going to sharpen up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, Aubameyang says he gets him to write a reports analysis of every game after the game. He's going to make every player do that. Everyone go home and write me a report.
That's what we want. Discipline.
Don't be watching YouTube. Don't watch us right now or watch us. But when you get home, 'cause I know some of you are watching, when you get home, do your report and figure out where you went wrong today. Yeah?
And where we could strengthen and do better.
Jeez.
Thatcher Patterson is saying, does Leno's poor performance worry you for the future games?
100%. 100%.
Oh.
Did you just yawn?
No, I just said, like... Golden Boot is saying, Leno is too slow to play from the back. Laka is a poor finisher.
Literally.
AMN was awful.
It's always the same thing. As soon as he saves the ball, he gets the ball, it's identical. He does this, he looks around. Why? Just go!
Yeah.
Whip it
Sometimes just move quick, fast.
Diagonal to Aubameyang straight away, not all of this. And then you go and pass it to hold it right next to you. No, I don't like it. I don't want to watch the game. My stomach's doing all this.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Holding back like, ooh.
It's horrible. Lottie Lan Simon, ridiculously gutted out here. Lacazette needs to take his chances. Now I can't take care of my patients. Excuse me, if you're a healthcare worker, please, I want you to take your job seriously right now and not focus on Arsenal because you might end up needing care. So
just meditate, love.
Yeah,
just some meditation, bit of yoga.
And please take care of your patients this evening. Okay?
It was a stressful game, I can't lie. I actually feel quite stressed about it.
It was horrible.
Oh.
Daniel says Bellerin is a liability going forward and defending. Opposing teams clearly targeting his side and he's nowhere to be seen most of the time. Arsenal should have sold him to PSG again, waiting over 5 million. Wait, what? Well, I kind of got
hit and miss with Bellerin, ain't it?
It is hit and
sometimes it'd be good, and then sometimes it's like, oh.
You just never know what you're going to get, man.
Yeah.
He just seemed out of his depth today, and I don't know why, because he's a good player at the best of times. So, but tonight it was just like this is like his debut.
Is it nerves?
Not debut, but like, I don't know.
Why
are you nervous though?
I don't know. It's Liverpool.
You play these guys all the time. Forget the fact that they're a good team. Forget the fact that they're champions, and just play it. Play the game.
Exactly. Take the game for what it is.
Gosh, man. XD says Pepe the 80 million signing and starting from the bench 3 times in a row. Biggest flop after Kepa. Whoa. Oh, you see, Tiger? You see? Wow.
Thatcher Patterson is saying, okay, so what kit number is our taking?
Oh, that's a good question. Number 10, maybe? Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Could you imagine?
On to the next.
I hate to bring this team up, but have you not noticed that Tottenham Hotspur gave what's their new player's name? Oh, I forgot. Their new defender, they gave him Danny Rose's number, and Danny Rose is still...
Oh, yeah, because he's out on loan.
Yeah, but he's still at the club.
No,
so imagine they do that to Ozil and just give man... Our comes in and gets number 10, that would be disrespect. No, we've got class, we won't do that. Tottenham are scum, man.
Wait, imagine you're saying all of this and then he does get number 10.
No, that's rude. Don't do it, that's bare rude.
No, that's disrespect.
Tom Nell says, Gooners, let's just keep our heads up. It's a tough blow to take, but we have to be realistic and believe. PS, at least we have the best looking kits.
Yeah, for real. We have got the best looking kits. All 3 of them. I'm with you on that one. Book Saha is saying El Neni is a disaster.
What? Moving on. Janage said Leeds gave a harder time for Liverpool than us, and that I can agree with because Leeds, that was a more entertaining game watching Leeds versus Liverpool.
I know.
Us, we just looked like babies to them. They were our fathers.
But you could see though, Leeds were hungry.
Regulon, that's it. Thank you, Lil Colo. I don't even know if I said it right. Regulon.
Jason Clementson is saying you can have Ots back on loan.
I don't mind. He's not even playing. He's not injured again, is he? What's going on there? He's not making it into the team. Tequila says Leno. I need some tequila right now, mate. Says Leno is the main reason why we looked so bad while playing out from the back under Emery. We sold the wrong goalkeeper, guys. We've got to let it go, man.
Yeah,
we just got to make do.
It is what it is right now. We move forward and we strengthen with what we've got. Yeah. Until we get some new players in.
It's not good though, man, because he's now for the next 3 months at least, he's constantly going to get compared to. I'm not going to say his name.
And do you know what? I don't think it's good because, I mean, when you look at Kepa at Chelsea, he's just constantly, every mistake he makes, they're on him. Not
even Chelsea fans, everyone's on him.
Yeah, exactly. We don't want the same thing for Leno. Yeah. If we're always comparing him to Martinez, what is that going to do for his confidence? You know, we need to back our players and support them.
Yeah, it's true.
Give them the confidence they need. At the end of the day, he's our number 1 now. He's our goalkeeper. Let's give him the confidence he needs to perform better. Let's not throw no stick or shade at him.
Oh, it's a damn shame, man.
Anne B is saying our attackers lost us the game.
The whole team lost us the game and the referee, if I'm honest with you. Sajad Lone says, why wasn't Aubameyang playing today? Why wasn't Aubameyang playing today?
I don't know. Aubameyang, why weren't you playing?
You're the captain, man. Why didn't you? What's going on? Why didn't they play him? That's not a player that you leave at home or on the bench.
Exactly.
What's going? Why didn't Aubameyang play
top
today?
of the list.
That's the interesting one. I wonder what Arteta was thinking leaving him out of the team. But
Chris Pantelli is saying the ref was a Spurs fan. Boy, that wouldn't even surprise me.
Ahmed Mokhtar says El Neni was by far the best man on the pitch today. Won the ball back so many times. I think Ceballos and El Neni are the mid partnership we need until further signings. Oh, not a bad shout, but yes.
El Neni and who? Ceballos?
Yeah.
They did look well together.
Yeah.
They did.
MJ7 Hitman says Jota did more in 20 minutes than Aubameyang did in the whole game. All right, we get it, man. Aubameyang didn't play well today. We get it.
It's one bad game.
Please don't let him cancel his contract. There's probably a 14-day clause on it or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know when you buy something from the shop, you got a 14-day return. Let's relax a bit, man. Let's just calm down before we get onto him.
Exactly. Barrister Shah is saying our lucky charm is Box Park. Are you saying we should relocate?
We can't because Boris said go home at 10 p.m. And
what time's it close?
The time right now is 10:45, so we can't do that.
We'd have to leave as soon as the game finishes, then we won't be able to talk to you guys.
Yeah. Toyoso says we need to start being positive and control the game like some parts of second half. Aubameyang obviously got frustrated, always having to trap back.
Was he tracking back that much?
Not that much.
Janny J is saying we need to sign. He's got loads of stop signs.
Sorry, wait, go on. Sorry.
We need to sign players. We need and use players we already signed. Yes, i.e. Gabriel. What was you going to say, Pip?
Alan Clark says Pippa, learn the rules. Top of shirt, no handball. I'm sorry, the replay that I saw hit his hand here. Did it not hit him here?
Yeah, it did, right there.
Unless I didn't see the replay
Maybe
properly,
we need to go back and see that.
But it hit his. You lot have got the luxury of watching the post-match analysis and seeing highlights over and over again. I've seen it once, and the one time that I did see it, it looked like he hit it here. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But what I saw was a forearm, not here or wherever you're claiming it to be. That rule book that I should go and learn apparently, because maybe I don't get it. Maybe because I'm not going to accuse you of being sexist. Don't worry. John Gerard says, stop defending Leno. He was rubbish. He needs to earn respect by putting proper performances like did.
Yeah, all right, he does
should
need
not
to
be
improve. But all we're saying is don't keep comparing him to Martinez. What's it going to do, for his confidence? We need to support our players. That's what we're saying.
Yeah. I felt Saka could have come on for... you said you felt Saka could have come on for Saka. Maybe you was talking about... Let me guess who...
Laka?
I don't know. But he said, I felt Saka should have come on for Saka in the second half. Maybe he could have created something and unleashed Aubameyang. And that was from Vibe of Jane. I wonder who he meant. Maybe...
Yeah, who do you mean? Please let us
Saka
know.
should have come on for...
What, put Aubameyang in the
maybe?
middle? Maybe put Aubameyang in the middle and then Saka on the left. Is that what you mean?
Who knows?
Let us know.
Who knows?
Be a bit more...
accurate.
Yeah, like Pippa's stats.
Omar Abdo says, can we stop complaining about the ref? Just deal with it. We did not deserve to win or draw. We were just outclassed, simple. Okay, fair enough, Omar. Have you got any last comments you want to read out before we sign the hell out of here?
Do you know, I'm going to take one last comment. Pips, whenever you say this to me, I always go for
10 more. Or
the comment, and you're like, why would you read that one as the last one? I don't know, right.
I bet it's like in German.
All right. Oh, God, I feel under pressure now. Now I know how they felt on the pitch.
Read it.
Right. All right, I'm going to take this one.
No, go over the one you was going to say.
No, it's literally where my finger lands. This is where my finger has landed. EJ Iconic Vlog is saying we lost, but we have to be real. We were not good today. Our midfield needs to be fixed. It's not good enough. Awa and Partey, we need both of them. Pape? Hold on, who's Pape? Pepe need to take control more. He was poor and holding to.
Well, yeah,
I agree with that one. I think that's a good comment for me to end on because I'm in agreement with the two. It's a good comment for you to
read, but it's not the greatest comment to read, if you know what I mean, because it was a poor... No, good choice.
Yeah,
because he summed up the game very well, but it's not the comments we want to read on the Aftermath show, but it is what it is. We lost 3-1 at Anfield. We was hoping for a win, but it was kind of looking like Liverpool were always going to win because their record there is that they haven't lost a game there in years. So, unfortunately, the unbeaten run is done in our first 3 games, but... we move Sheffield United away next. Thank you so much for tuning in and
we got
giving
the
us...
Carabao Cup.
Oh yeah, Carabao.
Sorry, on Thursday at Anfield again.
Good luck, boys. But thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for all your comments. And we will see you on Thursday in the Carabao Cup against Liverpool again.